This is how disgusting the media is. They worded it, Virginia nurse charged with breaking bones of infants in NICU, but attacks not racially motivated. Huh?
Yeah.
All the babies were black. So they never put that in there. You got to really go deep dive to find that out. So earlier this month, maybe about a week ago, a white nurse in Virginia was arrested and charged with child abuse after several black babies in the hospital's neonatal intensive care unit mysteriously suffered broken legs.
So crazy to me.
So if you're not up on the medical apartheid, you need to read this book. This is a book that details racism in the medical industry throughout black people's history, right? The dark history of medical experimentation on black Americans from colonial times to the present. So if you know anything about black people and our past with the medical industry, they used to test on us.
Yep.
Literally, give us diseases and all type of shit. And I'm not saying allegedly, because this is a fact. The most notable one they'll tell you about is the Tuskegee experiment. Everybody know about that. They gave us the fucking syphilis or whatever and sat back for 40 years documenting all the side effects and shit like that. They went out there, age went crazy. Like, come on, bro. Like, we know. And a lot of that is in this book. Do you know there was a time in history where the doctors said black people don't feel pain?
Yep.
They said we don't feel pain. So when white people would go in and get anesthesia and get operations and shit,
They wasn't giving it to us.
they would just raw dog do the same thing on a black person, no anesthesia, no nothing. Oh, they don't feel pain. They give them pain meds after they're done. Don't give us shit. Send you home. And if you ever been to the doctor and had surgery, you know you got to beg and plead to get any type of real meds. They damn near do full brain surgery on you and give you a Tylenol. Tell you to go home.
You even look at like black people in nursing homes, in geriatric centers. The nurses will not comb their hair, not change them, like walk past their room. Well, that person is combative and this and that. Like they won't even fuck with them because of their texture of their hair, things like that. They got all these different excuses and these fears against them for no fucking reason. It's really crazy how they do us.
So she was charged with child abuse and malicious wounding after multiple babies. I want to say the count was up to 7. How did that pass?
After the
7
first
different
one.
babies
After the first one.
mysteriously suffered broken legs. So in my mind, it's more than one person involved in this. She might have been the one doing all the breaking, but someone was seeing that happening, knowing it was happening, and covering that shit up. And this goes on time and time again. This is just someone who was caught. Now, there were these other nurses who got caught, and this is how disgusting this is. Black people who would give birth in the hospital, they said just for shits and giggles, they would switch the babies. So imagine you and your wife go have a kid. You know, they take them all, we got to go check them out, blah, blah, blah. They would switch your baby with somebody else's. So that makes me sit and think like, damn, all these cases of these dudes who've been married to their wives 20, 25 years, they're like, damn, you don't really look like me. Man, I just got a feeling. And they go get a DNA test and come to find out the kid was never theirs. We automatically assume she was doing some foul shit and had a kid behind his back, not thinking that, damn, these nurses be at the hospital switching babies.
Playing Russian roulette with children.
So you might be raising a kid thinking it's yours, but it's not. Because some motherfucking racist piece of shit switched your kid at the hospital. So for the people who don't see color, why was she only breaking black babies' legs if racism don't exist? Y'all say we put race in everything. Why you got to make everything about color? Why you got to make everything about race? Explain this. Explain this fucking book.
It's in everything. Yeah.
Do you see this shit? Medical experimentation on black Americans. They've been experimenting on black people since they fucking found us. Everything is about race. Everything. I don't give a fuck what it is. Anything that got to do with black people in America is some racism involved. From housing, schooling, medical, anything, grocery stores, any fucking thing. Racism is tied to it. But they try to erase the history and don't tell you so you don't fucking know. You got nurses, boy, fuck jail. Give her to the families. All 7 babies,
Let 'em
legs
tear
she
her
broke.
apart, yeah.
Put her in a room with the families, and that's justice. Whatever they decide to do, I'm happy with that. Because she deserved to be in a grave. Fuck jail.
I agree.
Under the grave, bro.
She need to be under the, like, these are
Some
babies
diabolical
who were just
things
born.
need to happen to her.
Babies that were just born. You
They
broke
don't
their
no
leg.
idea, yeah. That's cold-blooded.
Bro, they said up to like, damn, I forget the exact percentage, but a high percentage of black women for some reason have C-sections. And a majority
I
of
want to
them
talk about
don't really need to have one. The hospital's lying and saying you need to have a C-section. Go ahead, I'm going to let y'all...
No, because my grandma actually had a C-section that she said she didn't really want to, but they kind of talked her into it. Oh, the baby's too big or some bullshit like that, and then that's why she ended up getting one. And she said that shit was treacherous, pretty much. And you know the scar leaves and all of that shit. Like she just felt
They were trying
really
to do
bad
that too
about
as well because C-section babies typically have weaker immune systems. So that's why they're trying to push you towards that because a healthier child through vaginal, they don't want that. But also too for the back to that child, that's why, you know, this is game for the audience out there. Anytime your child is in a hospital, advocate, be there. I don't give a fuck. I know they say 12 now is the legal limit for a child to make their own decisions, but man, be there. Advocate for your child. Never stop, bro. Press the lines. No does not mean no in the medical field, bro. If you feel like you need to get retested or whatever the case may be, press that line. Always be present because that shit for real with that nurse, there's no way that nurse should even had that child out the room. I know laws have changed now, but now I know for sure in California, typically when you give birth, that child doesn't even leave the room. They do everything in that room. But even if your child leaves that room, a parent, somebody needs to accompany that child no matter where it's at in the hospital.
She needs to have every bone in her body broken one by one.
She need to be set on
Every
fire
bone
alive.
in her body
Something.
should be broken one by one.
No, facts.
And what's crazy, I had a girl, a woman in the comments saying this happened to her when she was a baby.
Her legs were broken by the nurse?
One of her bones were broken in the hospital, and her parents couldn't figure out why in the hospital, told her they don't know how or why it happened. So this type of shit been going on for a long time, and this type of shit is the reason why natural home births are becoming a popular thing again. Mind you, you're not even supposed to lay down and give birth. There was this fucking king, I forget his name, some sick fuck wanted to see childbirth, so they had the woman lay down so he can sit and watch. Really, you're supposed to stand up. Because the baby will damn near just shoot right out. This is why you be in so much pain and got to get epidurals and all that, because you're not supposed to even be on your back giving birth. So that's a whole nother thing. They are having women do this sick shit and they know it's wrong. And they still having you do that shit anyway.
Yep.
So it's a whole lot of fucked up shit that goes on in the medical industry. You come and they know what's wrong with you and they prescribing you wrong meds on purpose because you black. They giving you shit that's gonna fuck you up. Misdiagnosing the fuck out of you. You got to come back 3, 4, 5 times before you get the right meds because they want to juice you for your money. Like, bro, it's
a lot.
And this is why a lot of y'all women need to go through and get in this fucking medical field. We need more black nurses. We need more black surgeons. We need more black doctors. We need black people seeing and helping black people because these other races don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck, bro. I got a homie that's in the military. He's a nurse, right? He's working on getting his own office. Bro, the stories that he tell me about how he got to check his coworkers because they be skipping the black patients, the ones who can't bathe, they leaving them in there for a week, 2, 3 weeks, especially if the family don't come. If they ain't got no family,
It's over with.
Niggas over with. A lot of them people who had the you know what and was DOAing in the hospital wasn't by accident. They was letting them motherfuckers die or helping them motherfuckers die. A lot of foul shit goes on, bro. And it's not no black people policing it. It's man, this shit's serious.
I can believe
Everything is about race. Don't never let them guilt you for bringing up race. Everything is about race. And read the comments. This is why I say Most people that's not black, they don't give a fuck about black people. I don't care if they got black friends or not. They don't care, bro. I'm seeing people in the comments, well, what if the baby had a rare condition, or did they look for, like, trying
Making
to
any
find a way
excuse,
to justify, like, first of all, the condition she was referring to is like 1 in 10,000, period. What are the odds of 7 babies in the same hospital?
That she has care.
It's not that in her care. Like, you got a better chance hitting the lottery twice.
That part.
Like,
that part.
This is how these people think. They don't give a fuck about you, bro.
They're finding an escape. They find any reason to make an escape for her.
Like, I can't even say the type of things that should happen to her because I'll get flagged on YouTube. But I want y'all to just really think about this shit, bro. Go through this book and really think about this. This shit is crazy. When you really sit back and see how they experimented on black prisoners in prison, especially if you ain't got no family that visits, this is why it's key. If you got family anywhere, these nursing homes, hospital, prison, anywhere, make your presence felt. Because the ones who don't have people advocating for them be the ones they be experimenting on.
You
doing
ain't
weird
never
shit.
lying.
Yeah, they know
You
they
ain't
can.
never lying, bro. You gotta be there. Pop up unexpectedly. Don't ever be routine with it either.
Bioterrorism targets blacks. This is crazy. They literally gave niggas syphilis and sat back and watched and seen the effects of it.
Of what happened, yeah.
Like, bro, how this woman is still alive, I don't know. Put her in general population. That's all I'm gonna say.
Facts.
Put her in general
No, real
population.
talk.
Let her
And
walk the yard.
Let her walk the yard, and whatever happened. But shit like this is no marching that gotta happen. I don't want to see no petitions.
Nah.
I want to see demonstrations. I want to see some violence.
Eye for an eye on that one.
Yeah.
All that talking and just no. This is the type of shit we got to get our own justice. Fuck that.
I agree with that.
Fuck the court system. Free her now.
Certain crimes are just so like heinous where I don't even think jail time would even like be suffice for the family. You know what I'm saying? That's something where, like you said, the family should handle that, or like you said, throw her in the general pop, bro, and let that shit be known what she did. Pass the word along. Like, hey, that's that nurse.
Bro, and this really don't get talked about. Think about the dentist, bro. Do you know the dentists are telling people they have cavities that
And
don't
they
exist?
Yeah. They go into other places. They say, you don't got no cavities. That shit crazy.
You bring your kids to the dentist. Oh, yeah, little man got 8 cavities.
Insurance, baby. They
It's
gonna
going to
charge
run
them.
you blase blah. You like, what? He don't even eat candy.
Mm-hmm.
So people was like, this shit kind of weird. Going to get a second opinion at a private office. Man, his teeth healthy as hell.
But that's the problem, is that a lot of these places are private institutions, and so they're for profit. So if you come in my practice, I pretty much run it, and I'm already have the licensing and the backing from, you know, the municipalities that are going to give me that, to where like they pretty much giving me the go to say, okay, you do whatever you want, as long as we come in here yearly for an audit, or every 2-3 years we come for audit, everything's fine, you good to go. So that's why they're able to go ahead and do that shit.
Bro, I just had the flu. My son, he got it now. You know, I had a phone appointment. These motherfuckers did not call me. So now I got to go up there and raise hell. A phone appointment. Mind you, they want you to come in because they want the copay.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what, they try to advocate, oh, you got to come in. Why? I already know the symptoms. I know exactly what it is. This is what I need. Prescribe me the meds.
They try to consult you to death.
You know, we just got to, no, you don't. They want that copay. And when you don't give them that copay, this type of shit happens. Oh, they lost you in the system. Like, the medical industry is really fucked up. There's a lot of black people that die at the hands of doctors, and we just blame it on circumstances. No, it ain't the fucking circumstances. Circumstances, they killing black people legally.
It's big business.
And it's not being talked about. Like, bro, do you know what they do with the umbilical cord when you...
Yeah.
Like, some sick
And the
shit.
placenta, too.
The placenta?
They
Bro,
have people
they do a lot
come
of
and
sick
they
shit
want
with
you to
that
sign
shit.
it off. They'll have somebody put it in the box and it's gone.
They doing look up the black market, how much your body is worth on the black market. This is why every episode you'll hear say melanin's worth more than gold. They need melanin. They came up with a process how to get it out of your skin. It's a fucking book on how to get the melanin out your shit. They was killing slaves, getting them like.
Oh, there's actually a book called The Delectable Negro too that talks about how people have, taken our skin, for purses and done all types, even eating us.
Eating us.
Like, it's really crazy how deep it goes.
They don't tell you the history. That's why they try to fucking erase it. Because it's more vile and disgusting than you can even imagine. These sick fucks was making boots out of you. Purses, hats. What they call it, frazzle drip now? They've been doing that to black people. Mm-hmm. Eating you. You see those fucking those art exhibits where they got the bodies like they laid up being. Bro, they really doing that shit.
They really doing it.
Like that shit's real. They making it art. No, it's hidden in plain sight. These motherfuckers having dinner, eating your ancestors. Yep. And say, why you gotta make everything about race?
It's always been like that.
Because they did.
They did.
Y'all made everything about race. Fuck are you talking about?
They did.
And when I say silence is agreement, prime example. How many of their people are coming out and condemning this? No, what are they doing? In the comments trying to figure out a way out for her. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was a condition. Maybe it was an accident. What the fuck? 7?
That's true.
And listen, the Klan, they're in everything. The police, the medical, your schooling, the fire, like
churches.
Just think about
military.
This. She was the kid of one of them motherfuckers who was hanging your ancestors and taking pictures next to their body.
At a picnic.
Like, really think low-hanging fruit. You remember, you go look up them old pictures, you see the little girls cheesing next to the body hanging. She's one of them. Or her mom was one of them, had a kid, instilled those thoughts into her brain, and she's still carrying it on. And these are the people who are in charge of your kids 8-9 hours a day at school. Yeah. Telling you your kid retarded. Oh, he's slow. You got to be in a slow class.
ADHD.
You got ADHD.
Yeah.
Just really think about it. This is why I don't believe shit them people be telling me. I don't be believing none of that shit.
No, I feel you. Yeah.
These people don't give a fuck about your kids.
Not at all.
They do not have your kid's best interest in mind. And now, at 12, your kid can go to the doctor on his own. So imagine what they doing to your kid.
They seal their medical report where you can't even access it on your phone.
Which is nuts.
They gonna let your son go cut his fucking dick off and don't tell you.
Man, at 12. Look at the mindset at a 12-year-old.
Oh, yeah, you need the flu shot and all this other shit. They're gonna tell your 12-year-old kid that. Inject him with all kind of shit. Tuskegee experiment 2.0. Mm-hmm. You wonder why your son all fucked up at 14.
That's real talk.
It's this. Warfare. We are in a silent war. And you stupid fucks are on podcasts talking about nerds need to take care of your fucking kids that you had with a drug dealer in high school. And this is going on in the real world. The fuck are we talking about?
It's sad.
Black culture. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
The reality is so tough for us, and people have to get adjusted to it because the reality is what it is. I think a lot of times we try to drown out the reality with the bullshit, and unfortunately, that's what we've decided as a culture to pick up to ease the pain and to ease the harsh reality that we have to live in every day. I think reality can only get better once we face it head on, though.
It's war time. We are in a war, all-out war from every angle. Every angle. We under attack and we out here playing.
I'm gonna say this. Back to what you just said about our culture. Podcasts like this was gonna make it cool for us to wake up. You get what I'm saying? We of other culture. We ain't nothing fake about us. You know what I'm saying? We all pretty much know each other. You know, we bringing all facts. This can continue to bring education to people who probably just don't know or didn't want to know. We can wrap it up with, like you said, give the candy with the medicine, bro. A little bit at a time. That's all we can do by each podcast, by each show. Continue to talk like this. And because, again, I ain't never even heard of that book. So now, guess what I'm about to do when I leave here? Amazon, you get what I'm saying?
The Black Apartheid. Your government. The people that y'all so trusting of. Read the atrocities they did to you in this book. Why do you think I have such a problem with authority? It was legal to lynch your black ass at one point.
It just became
a federal crime.
Hey, man, shout out to Emmett Till.
Yeah, 2000 what?
2003 or 2002.
I think even just recently, I thought it just became a federal
That's
crime.
why I hate when, oh man, it's the law. The law said it was legal to use your babies as alligator bait. And they put it on postage stamps and cards and shit. It was legal, the law. I don't give a fuck about no law. The fuck is wrong? Man, you know what?
I feel you. And
Y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all is really crazy. Y'all playing. Y'all fucking playing. This is why they want to take this shit out of the school. And even when it was in the school, the school didn't tell you about this. All they told you was, I have a dream, and y'all was at the back of the bus. What about this shit? Why they don't teach this during Black History Month? Hey, man, when you go to your doctor, be careful, because this is what they used to do to y'all. All you know is I had a dream, and we sat at the back of the fucking bus. Y'all niggas is playing. Y'all playing. It's real war out here, and y'all playing. Y'all still thinking race don't fucking matter? Nah, nigga, race matter more than ever. Racism real as it's ever been. You got a fucking white bitch in the hospital breaking the legs of newborn black babies.
March 29th of 2022 is when the Emmett Till anti-lynching act happened.
And that came off the backs of remember that was that summer where there was black men ended up hanging from trees.
Yep,
and
all over.
They all had videos of them going into a store and purchasing a robe, right? They all had that footage of that, and that was on the backs of that. So it's just crazy how that works.
Bro, we had a black kid walk into a gymnasium
and get rolled,
rolled in a mat with his organs missing, and they deemed it a suicide.
What about the black girl that
Y'all
spent
niggas
the
is
night
playing.
at the?
Y'all is fucking playing. Y'all forgot about this shit?
Yeah.
Rolled up in a mat.
High school student.
Organs gone. He took his own organs out and rolled himself up. Come to find out the kids that he was into it with, fucking daddy is some big wig at the CIA or wherever. One of them major organizations that they infiltrated, covered that shit up, and y'all ate that. You had a black girl at an all-white sleepover, or a lady or something.
Yeah.
Ended up dead in the front yard. Y'all ate that. Y'all niggas is playing. These niggas is going full out war. And then playing in your face. Oh yeah, you did it to yourself. What about the chick in the military? Had like acid all on her face, shot 3-4 times in the head. Oh, it's a suicide. How the fuck you shoot yourself in the head 4 times?
Yeah. Yeah. I was there in Texas. When they in Texas?
Y'all niggas is playing, bro. Y'all let these goofies get on these podcasts and tell you, oh, race don't matter. Nah, race don't matter because this shit ain't happening to them. It's only happening to you. Redlining was real. Still real. Y'all niggas playing, man.
Niggas gotta
Y'all
wake
got
up.
any final words? Because I'm finna snap. Y'all niggas is really playing. And y'all want to talk about, I'm not going 50-50 with a man. Bitch, look what they doing to your kids in the hospital.
We need each other now more than ever.
How
Yeah.
the fuck you complaining about splitting bills? And they doing this type of shit.
Man.
This, like, really? Y'all niggas is crazy.
Wake up.
Y'all is really crazy. All women empowerment. The same ones who fed you that did this. CIA funded that movement, you dumb bitch. I don't trust no woman that's black that say she a feminist. Fuck you. Because you riding with the ops, you dumb bitch.
Wake up, man. Our conspiracies are now and have always been a reality. But it's time to wake up, black people.
Wake the fuck up, man. I'm out of here. The viral way.